I'm Remel London, and this is the Mainstream Top Tips. Let's talk agents. Get comfortable. It's definitely story time, and this is always a hot topic for creatives. In all honesty, I thought I needed an agent at the start of my career, but that's not always the case. Early on, I had quite a few bad agents as well. For example, the first agent was taking a cut of my money for bookings they hadn't arranged. Then my second agent wanted me to take DJ bookings to make extra money back when I'd only just learned how to DJ, wasn't very good, and definitely didn't enjoy it. But it all changed in 2018 when I got a booking agent that believed in me and my voiceover agent. This was the game changer. They found me great jobs and I officially stopped doing part-time work and was financially able to become a full-time presenter. In 2022, I found the dream team at UTC that have helped make this series possible and have some of the best agents in the business keeping me booked and busy. But don't get it twisted, I'm a LinkedIn warrior. I'm always out networking and trying to create my own opportunities. And I know a lot of people that are doing it independently for themselves too. So let's put the question to our mainstream friends. Do you need an agent?
Massively. Like, my agent's Nigerian.
Love that. Come on, Nigerians.
You know what I'm saying? So them man, at the money, them man, they defend.
Yeah.
But between him and like my acting agent, they have, it's been strategic.
Of course.
And I think from early on, I've always thought strategic from a personal perspective, and my agents equally think in that way.
Yeah.
So it's not just get acting jobs. It's like, well, what acting jobs increase the visibility to help us with our projects?
Love that.
So, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
even before Dreaming Was Black, when the pilot dropped, it was like, all right, cool. So we have the black fans already. What we can go in forget some more fans, so we can bring them back to Dreaming Was Black. Which is how things like Doctor Who come back, because like, yeah man, we can get some of the nerd them for come and come in at the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be fair, the universe is large, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing. Yeah, no, it's sick. You know what I mean? I mess with it. Like, I watch it. So,
good.
And, you know, so it was like that. Or like when I was in Chivalry, it's like, oh, yeah, man, we can get some white fans over here. So for, you know, them love Steve Coogan. So, you know, if them love Steve Coogan, they might love your thing. Going at that. So it's strategic. It's like, don't just be out there. It's like, what elevates the career?
Yeah.
So even sometimes, to be honest, I'll audition for stuff knowing that I won't get the role.
Oh, wow.
But it will be, no, you want the casting director to see you.
I see you. Okay.
You understand? So at least it's like, cool, my audition, they must say, actually, we really love the tape, but, you know, the
Not
role,
this time.
you're not this time.
Okay.
But that just means that when them get something else, they're like, actually, I know who's sick. I could call her Johnny.
Come on.
So
strategy.
so it's very strategic how we've moved so far.
Yeah.
And equally worse now.
Yeah.
Now is like, well, what's the next now we need to make money move.
Yes,
So-
money moves are loading.
So before we move, make we just see what go on. And then,
I love it.
I got serious agents after Britain's Got Talent.
I was going to say, but you've been doing this for
Yeah,
so
yeah,
long.
yeah.
So the fact that you're saying a serious agent.
Because there's levels to it. Just like with anything, there's levels to the... So you got the agents like, yeah, I look after you, I do a few. And then you got the agents like, no, we've got brands. Good look, you can
Waiting.
pick your brand.
Damn.
Yeah, we can pick. You want that one? That's a 10K. You want that one? Like that. There's levels, but you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know, innit? So that's
it.
that's what it is. So once I was on that side and people was now coming to me like, oh, I could be a voiceover agent. I didn't even realize the money in voiceover agents. Yeah, listen,
my friend.
It's a madness. That's what I'm saying. The whole game is different.
Yeah.
And then the brand ads and then the lives, like touring money is crazy.
Yeah.
So once you've got something to sell, like live, that's a whole nother avenue. I think the 3 pillars, that you could capitalize on is the social media side. If you got a good, strong social media, you got the brand ads, cool. And then you could do the live. You could actually sell something like come see me live. Yeah, there's that. And you got TV, socials, and live. Rap. The 3 pillars. It's a rap. Like my good friend Mo Gilligan. 3 pillars. Rap.
I want to be a comedian now.
I'm telling you, you got those 3 pillars and like good at it.
Yeah.
It's game over.
An agent, you only need it if you can't do that work yourself.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Agent is like, to me, agent is like a person that has relationships and a contacts book, which you don't have, but you have the talent.
Yeah.
Now you got to bring your talent to the table, so you got to bring your content or do whatever it is, and
Definitely.
he's then gonna sell that or she's gonna sell that.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're not gonna be able to work together, because you can't just sit there and I got an agent who'll get me work. You're gonna get you nothing.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Your agent works, but you gotta work too.
True.
Because sometimes I think there's this idea that when you get an agent, right, I can relax, sit back, my agent's gonna do everything, and it's not true.
What's
Like,
the jobs rolling?
yeah,
No,
you've
babe.
got to literally hustle, if not harder. Like I think of it as like you work from the front, your agent works from the back.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I
That's
see
a
it.
great way to put it.
Because actually you're a team,
Yeah.
and you're never really doing anything independently.
Yeah.
I would also say, if you're a budding presenter, I would say like, I think I was in a big rush to have an agent really quickly.
Okay.
And actually, which is not bad, but I think it's a relationship. It's like, you're basically dealing with another person that's kind of in charge of your career. And I think it's really important to, you have to be quite mature. Do you know what I mean? To be able to, because your agent's not always going to do things that you like, and you need to be able to talk to them not from a like overly emotional perspective.
And also, if we go back to the only advice that I ever give everyone, just begin. Yeah, they'll find you.
Yeah.
Like managers find you.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And if
Did she find you?
No,
did you
no,
kind of-
no.
was it
I found Andy from Insanity.
Right, okay.
And then I in that meeting, I went there with like my notebook. I was gonna pitch myself to him. I was like, these are the reasons why you should. I was all practicing on the train and that. This is why you should represent me. And then when I went into the room, he was like, so this is why. And I had to like slide my book into my pocket because I didn't want him to think that I was weird, but I am.
No, you're allowed to be prepared. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but then he was like, oh, we want to look after you. We've been trying to get in contact with you.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so and then there was a choice of a couple of managers, and that me and Courtney just like,
You got on.
yeah, we just get on.
If you find the right agent, like, I mean, I'll give Yinka and Courtney as an example,
Yeah.
or Maya and Izzy. Like, if you've got an agent that you really vibe with, that could be the person that you stay with for your entire career. It's like an
100%.
important relationship.
Don't go out looking for one.
Oh.
Yeah, and let them come to you and let them make you an offer, because you will see how valuable you really are to them. Number two, you don't need a manager. Like, I know it's really easy for me to say that because obviously I'm working with Ella, and Ella is someone that I've known from early.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't feel like I've got a manager there. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's like we've got the same like mind going on. And when somebody else comes to me and they're like, oh yeah, I would really love to find a manager. I really need a talent agency. No, you don't. You think you do, because as human beings, we always feel like, oh my gosh, I need this and I need that. But I promise you that the more that you do and invest into yourself, the more other people will see and invest into you what you actually deserve, as opposed to what you want to go and basically ask them for. Do you know what I mean?
You know, I think it's really hard to find, I think, a good agent, like, because everybody's different, and you need to find someone that's like, gets your vibe.
100%.
And I think that's the really hard part, because sometimes you might think someone gets your vibe and then maybe they have a different idea of like what kind of talent you should be, and you're like, that's not really what I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like they need to
have to
actually
know.
understand like
Yeah.
what you are.
Exactly that.
And that's really, you know, and you also have to feel empowered to tell your agent like, I'm not into that.
Yeah,
Or this
yeah,
is
yeah.
this is what I'm trying to do. Because I know a lot of people with agents who they feel like they cannot even like
Talk to
their
them, yeah.
agent. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so crazy to me.
That's not a relationship.
No,
at
it's
all.
not.
That's
And you would not be like that with your, you know, in a relationship with your, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend. So it's like you've got to have the communication.
exactly.
I have rarely had an agent.
Wow.
My entire career has been guided by myself. I had an agent for a year when I got MTV. They got me not one single job, and were taking
Lord.
commission off of every job I got myself.
Excuse
so we
me?
parted way, yeah. But this was when I was like starting out and presenting, so I didn't really know any better. It was like one of those ones like we take 10% of everything or 15% or whatever it was of everything, you know, across the board. What we bring you, what you bring yourself. And then it got to the end of the year, and I was like, sorry, like I haven't had a single check from you. I've just been paying you money, you know, and parted ways. And there's a few other big presenters that had the same situation with that agency. That put me off, and I was like, do you know what, like I'm just going to do this myself. Did that for a very, very long time, and then I got another agent a few years ago, pre-COVID, where actually, credit where credit's due, introduced me to some great TV people.
Okay.
But didn't necessarily vibe on the fact that they, again, wanted to take money from my existing money before making me good money.
Yeah.
My thing is, if I've already got existing clients, QVC, Capital Extra at the time, all of these different things that I've got for myself, you need to be bringing me something new before I'm sharing my existing.
Yeah.
And again, like, I'm flexible, but I also like have very strong boundaries when it comes to things like this.
Okay.
So I held my boundaries. They didn't like it, so we parted ways, and I've had no agent ever since.
Having a manager who doesn't understand you or doesn't have a plan for you is probably worse than not having a manager.
Ooh, tell them again.
And I only say that because my manager is amazing.
Yeah.
And I think the conversations that we have and the way that we understand each other, you know, like sometimes we'll be sitting there and people will be talking and I'm like,
yeah.
but in my head, I'm in real life, I'm like, okay. And she knows my language.
Yeah.
She understands my family situation. And it's not necessarily the norm for manager-client relationships to be as close as we are. We just really get on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason I say I think it's worse is because if someone doesn't believe that you can do what you think you're going to do, they're not going to push you to the full extent. If someone doesn't believe in your character or your ability or your passion or your talent, then they're not going to be selling you and pushing you and mentioning your names in rooms that they've never heard of you before.
Exactly that.
And that's the job of a manager, to push you into atmospheres and into rooms where your name wouldn't necessarily have been mentioned.
Yeah.
And if there is a disconnect there, then it's not going to work well for you.
I agree.
And no one's going to believe in you as much as you believe in yourself until you meet a manager who believes in you.
Right.
Take it from me, I've not had an agent for most of my career, and yes, that's made it more difficult. And no, I don't get some of the, you know, like some of the jobs that you get for your agent, like voiceover jobs and great corporate jobs and stuff. I don't get any of that because I don't have an agent. That makes it tougher for me.
Yeah,
which is why I have other things that I do in terms of, you know, financially and other investments that I've made, because I don't have those jobs that, you know, your bread and butter jobs, those good ones, you know, that go between the ones that everyone swoons over on Instagram, you know. But it's an individual decision, but for me so far it hasn't worked, but it doesn't mean it's not going to.
It's so important because you got so much things coming in your way, and if you don't know about that world, you don't know how to delegate and what to do, what to say, and the email stuff. Me, even now to this day, I'm not good at emails. Yeah. So it's like I needed an agent. Your agent covers all that, takes over all of that, and is used to, and understands and molds their way to how you work.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, it's so useful. Everything that's coming in, you got a team of people that's it's this much and that much. And it's just like, you just get the numbers, you just get, it's this date, the calendar's linked to yours.
Not
and
the
it's
calendar
just,
link.
you know what I mean? It's just so useful. But when you're trying to do that all yourself, I mean, I'm not good at all that. You know, it's just too much, and there's this going on, you got family, and it's just a lot. So an agent, a good agent, one that's proactive as well.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because you got some agents that they just reacting to what's coming in.
Yeah.
It's coming in anyway, so they're just reacting to it.
Oh, they're just making money off of
Exactly.
your work.
Exactly. But then you got the agents that's proactive, that's going out and actively looking. They're like, hi, are you interested in?
Yeah.
Instead of just reacting to what's coming in, they're actively searching and out there.
That's amazing.
So you know, at the end, you've got even more coming in. And I think that's important as well.
As expected, this is a hot topic and our guest had a lot to say too. So here are our top 5 tips on Do I Need an Agent? Number 1, first things first, you need an agent that believes in you, understands you, cares about you and your career goals, as this will be an important working relationship. Number 2, a good agent will actually find you and make you an offer you can't refuse, so do not settle for anything less. Number 3, an agent can help you build a strategic career plan, get you in front of the right contacts for auditions, creative opportunities, and introduce you to other avenues of work in the creative industry. Number 4, however, if you're good at networking and creating job opportunities for yourself, you don't necessarily need an agent or manager taking 15 or 20% of the work you got for yourself. You only need an agent if you can't find your own opportunities. Number 5, most importantly, you are the talent. Continue to work on your craft. Invest and believe in yourself, and the right team will find and support you. So don't rush into getting an agent. But if you do, choose wisely. Thanks for watching The Mainstream Top Tips. Make sure you subscribe and follow at The Mainstream UK for more tips and advice.